I first heard about the infanticide in Ethiopia when I was working as a journalist in Africa. The tribes kept it very quiet. It was hard to find out information. Then I met a young man called Lale Labuko, who's from the Lower Omo Valley. He invited me to visit his tribe, the Kara people, and learn more about this ancient practice of killing children.
When I was 15 years old, I was walking in the village, and I saw for the first time the elders was walking. It's a really big shock for me, and they grabbed the 2-year-old baby, and the mother was crying, and the child was crying, and the mother tried to save her child. And I was standing there watching what's going on. And the elders take the baby and ran down to the river. And they told the family not to cry, not to do anything, because Mingi kids are like cursed.
If a baby is born to an unmarried couple, the baby is considered Mingi, or cursed. It must be killed, say the tribal elders, or else drought, famine, and sickness will come to the whole tribe. Also, if a child's first tooth appears in its upper jaw rather than the lower jaw, the child is Mingi and must be killed. No one knows how many children are being killed in this valley. The usual estimate is 200 or 300 a year. This is the first time tribal elders have talked about Mingi with outsiders present. We asked them why they think it's so important that a child's first tooth should come in the upper jaw. A baby girl was born yesterday morning in a remote Kara village near the Omo River. The baby's parents aren't married. We don't know if she's dead or alive. Many people in the village want to kill this baby, including her mother. Others are trying to save her life. The villagers say the baby is still alive. Silbo and Faisa, who found her in the bush, have been protecting her. But neither they nor anyone else here will give the baby any milk or formula. That would break deep taboos. So the baby has been alive now for 40 hours without any nourishment. In the yellow headscarf is Chanche Ayele, a nanny with Omo child and an expert with newborns. After the first meal of her life, she falls asleep in the nanny's arms. It's a 7-hour drive on bad roads to the town of Jinka, where Omo Child has a shelter home for rescued Mingi children. In the nanny's arms, the baby sleeps all the way. At the shelter home, relief and excitement as the staff finds out that the baby is alive and healthy and moving in. They give her the name Jessica. There are more than 30 rescued Mingi children in Omo Child's shelter home in Jinka. It's heartwarming to watch them run and play, looking so happy and carefree, and chilling to remember what nearly happened to them. Without Lali, they would probably all be dead. The Lower Omo Valley is one of the most remote places in Africa and the last great stronghold for traditional tribal cultures. 16 tribes live here by farming and herding livestock in an area the size of West Virginia. Their traditions have survived unchanged over many centuries, and the tribes here are known in particular for their fantastic body adornments. 3 of these Omo tribes, the Kara, the Hama and the Bena, practice Mingi infanticide. This Kara woman gave birth to 16 children. 12 of them were born before she and her husband could afford to get married, so she killed those 12 babies. She had no choice. The social pressure on parents to kill Mingi children is enormous. The parents of these children chose to defy the elders and give their children to Omo Child. It was the only way they could let their children live. And what's Irbo's story?
Irbo is from Hammer tribe and he's Tis Mingi.
And how was his adjustment to leaving his family and coming here?
Yeah, Irbo he's crying, you know, he's just there crying, and his sisters cry, also the brother. Everybody's sad because he's leaving, so...
What's his personality now? He's adjusted here now?
Yeah, his personality, he likes to play. Sometimes he just pinch the other kids, and just I give him, oh, little boy is a lion, he's my lion, he's my hero, you know, just he's the one of boss, you know.
Yeah. What made you decide to give this child Irbo to Lali and his organization?
Na asiya mai se katana kata asikira kira araka kidiya kabula inayonka yedi siene inta imedine urra berenna aise na saka na aise an wadaise.
I saw Irbo, and he's a strong, happy boy. They call him Irbo the lion over there. Do you think about him a lot?
Yedi an adaka roro waka wailemintina.
We have 14 nannies working every day, changing diapers, washing kids, feeding them, washing clothes. It's really tough cooking food, taking them to school. Overnight, they're working hard. For me, they are the hero. But what about the dozens and perhaps hundreds of Mingi babies and children still being killed out in the villages? The custom is centuries old and deeply ingrained. Is it possible to stop this killing altogether? As a young generation, we try to bring to end Mingi practice in the tribe. That's our goal, and that's my goal. They argue about the children that Lali has rescued. Some say they should have been killed and that the village will now suffer the consequences. I believe in education. If once these kids are educated, they can do anything in the tribe. So I want these kids to be educated and the best leaders or prime minister or doctor. The shelter home is run on a tight budget of donor money. Prices are rising at the local market. Sometimes it's difficult to make ends meet. Omo Child now has 37 rescued children in its care and needs your support. We need more beds, we need more rooms. That means we have to hire another compound which will